95% equates to 12 million children and young people who don't know God, and it just breaks my heart. You know, the Great Commission, which we all know and can probably recite, it starts with that two-letter word, go. Scripture Union's 95 campaign, I just think it's such a great daily motivator, and I just hope we can get it out and lots of people can like sign up to it and play their part. We need everyone bringing what they got to the table.
%95 of the children and young people in the Southport area equates to about 12,000 children and young people. We are fully on board with that 95 campaign. Southport and Area Schools Worker Trust has been trying to hack away at that 95% for nearly 20 years, reaching 4,500 young people on average each year as they go through school, working in the majority of the 24 Southport primary and secondary schools. We now have 2 full-time employees leading our ministry, and this last year we've had 3 PACE project apprentices in the town working as missionaries to children and young people in schools, churches and the wider community. They've come from all corners of the globe, from Germany, from Brazil and Rotherham. We've been really blessed this year with help from different youth leaders from churches like Lakeside, the Community Church, Leyland Road, Ainsdale, Glasshouse Church, and we've seen schools take a much greater interest in projects like prayer spaces in schools, our anti-bullying work, our lunch clubs that we run in the high schools as safe spaces for teenagers to come and explore the big issues of life and faith, alongside helping church schools receive outstanding results in their science inspections and receiving letters of thanks from bishops. Our Mission Impossible project grew by 20% this year to nearly 600 children and young people coming into our secret agent training headquarters, going on a mission of discovery around the truth of the Easter story, coming up with their own conclusions as to whether Jesus rose from the dead. Around 80% of them saying yes, that he did. Over the last few years we've been so amazed to hear of stories of a good few hundred children and young people integrated into the lives of local churches, children's ministries and youth ministries, even hearing stories of salvation and baptism. We are so thankful for what God is doing in Southport. Over this last year we've seen the development of our sports ministry, which we launched just 1 year ago, and it has been an incredible journey. Hold on to your seats for an update from Hetty.
This time last year we launched Good Sport, a sports ministry project in Southport. And with Good Sport, what we try to do is give children and young people a safe space to explore the Christian faith by using sports and games, something that they're really familiar with already. And it's been fantastic to see the growth and the development over the last year. One of the big things has been Sweaty Church, which is something that we've tried in a bunch of different schools, and it works really well. Either at lunchtime or after school, we spend time with the same group of children and sometimes with their families as well, and we worship together. We obviously play games, we play sports, we have a lot of fun, but we also pray together and make sure we explore some of the Christian faith through different ways. We tend to have discipleship groups that spend time together each week discovering more about God and more about what we believe as Christians. And that's something we've done by using Youth Alpha and taking that to make it more child friendly. We've had fun discovering more about the Christian faith, but more recently we've been allowing the children to decide for themselves really who Jesus is by looking at the Bible, looking at Bible stories, and for them to say who Jesus is. and they pull out some fantastic things. When they read Bible stories, when they watch videos, the things that they come up with are fantastic, and we've got so many stories of the things that children have said and then done in response to the stories that we've heard about. Sweaty Church is a model of church that can be replicated, and we're really looking at this with Scripture Union and with Liverpool Diocese to see if we can replicate this in other places or with other schools or other churches, and try to get more people on board in trying this in their setting and seeing if Sweaty Church can work for them and their community. Workshops in schools have been really beneficial. It's been great. At the moment we're obviously doing the World Cup, looking at sport, and we're able to bring in a lot of the things that schools need to teach the children, but using sport and bringing faith into it as well. A couple of pilot projects that we've tried have been, one was a confidence building class that we did in a school, which worked really well, and we're able to spend time with children to encourage them to grow in social skills and be able to speak out in front of other people and play games with others and have a great time, as well as learning who God says they are. But also we've tried something in the park. We went to Victoria Park in the Easter holidays and had a day of family fun. We spent time playing sports and having a great time with lots of different families, but also we made sure that we gave them something in their hand to take home with them. And this was a Bible-based comic. It was all about the Easter story, and they also had a personal invite to church. So it's been fantastic to see the way that God is growing this project. We've been able to resource other youth workers by teaching and training them how to do schools ministry using sport or youth ministry outside of school, and we're so excited for what God is doing. God has really blessed this work, and I am so thankful for everything that's happened. I'm so thankful for all the supporters, all the people that consistently pray and that give to the work that we're doing, and many children and young people are hearing about Jesus through this. So please watch this space. There will be more updates to come and more exciting things are happening. Thank you very much.